Hello, this is Derek from Future Growth and Vision Network. So today is kind of a big day. I love it. This is one thing that I really enjoy. Not everybody does because they're like, well, you got to be a little bit vulnerable. You got to be honest with yourself. You have to tell the truth and all the things that go with that. So they can be a little bit like, I will warn you, I have stuff written down. My voice is a little bit scratchy. I've had a little bit of a cold. We've been traveling a lot. There's a lot happening. But I want to make sure that I get it all in and that I'm accurate. And I want it all on video. And so why am I doing this? I'm doing my evaluation. I'm doing the weaknesses and strengths I did for last year. But I'm also looking at my goals and vision for 2025 because I think it's important. I think it's important not only for me to be honest with myself, but also to make sure that I have it all on paper and I am letting myself know what I want to do this next year. So let's just jump right in. Let's start with the weaknesses. Why? Because one, they're one of the easiest things that you look at. The things that I could have done better. Well, first of all, this is my 1 year anniversary. My rookie year on YouTube is essentially done. I did one other channel. It was a wine channel. It was very different. I did pretty well on that one. Didn't really push it that hard. Then I took a break for a while, and now I'm in it. Like, I am really in it to watch it and say, okay, this is what's important. And, this is what I want to do. And I'm so excited about this. And so this last year, I have focused intently on what I'm doing. And my growth and experience is going to be an important thing. One of the things I want to do is be authentic and real. So, again, you're going to hear me just talk. We're going to have a conversation back and forth. I'm going to be visiting with you, letting you know what I want to do, what I've done well, and just kind of walk my way through it. So one of the things I did is I used voiceovers. I don't know if I did a good job with it because sometimes I'm like, they were super silly. I think I can do a better job of that. Why? Because there are times when I'd have the air conditioner come on or it'd be loud outside or I'd be in a construction zone and I can film it and then do the voiceover over it and just kind of talk over it. So I didn't think I did a very good job on the voiceovers side of it. Building a community, I've got people watching. I've got lots of people watching. That is an exciting thing. It's very exciting for me to build community and grow that community. But I can tell you, I have not been able to get that community to go from watching videos, which you all are doing, and thank you very much, to subscribing and keep coming back. And thanking those of you that keep coming back. I appreciate you so much. You are very important to me and what I'm doing, and I couldn't do it without you. And so without you, this would not work or function, so I appreciate everybody. Being vulnerable. I am working on this in every area of my life. I'm still working on this, and it can be a very difficult thing. And that is this idea of being like, I'm not feeling it today, or I'm having a great day, or I'm sad, or whatever I'm feeling, to bring that through and let you know that these are the things that I'm feeling. So currently I'm excited because, of course, I'm excited about this next year, but I am a little nervous always, and I'm like, you always wonder what people think. And I have people that are really kind and they're really good. They're affirming. They put great comments below. And you got the nasties and the nasties that are just not nice. But ultimately, I've grown relatively thick-skinned and I can handle that. So if we just delete the ones that are not accurate, and that works out. Subscribers, knowing why people should subscribe and making it apparent that people should subscribe is very important. To teach you that my channel is dynamic. My channel is different. My channel is new. My channel is, and my network is something that you can learn from, you can grow from, you can create, you can be encouraged, you can travel with me and see all the different places that I've been, and I love that. I'm super numbers focused. That to me is a negative in some ways, and I look at the numbers. I don't always just look at the fact that I'm giving content, it's out there. Some of it's great, some of it's terrible. I have crap videos out there, and you know what? That happens. And you can go watch them. I do not delete them. I do not go back and say, you know what? That one's terrible. Delete it. I leave it. So if you want to go watch the beginning of my videos from last year, you can do that and see how I started. And you're like, my God, he has come a long ways. I used to look like this all the time. and squint. I used to squint all the time. I used to look into the sun all the time. It was a big old disastrous mess. It was a big old wreck, train wreck of things. And so that was kind of crazy. One of the other things that I'm finding that is very helpful that I'm learning, and that is I post videos too quickly. So back to back to back, I'll post them really fast and not let you all watch them and let you all watch something else after that. So I don't give YouTube long enough to watch my video, give it to people, send it to who they need to, and then for you to also watch it and share it. And I'm always creating more content, which is a benefit and a detraction at the same time. Why? Because it's not stale, it's not boring. There's new stuff that's coming out, but ultimately it's a lot. And so it can be a great deal. The community tab I've not utilized very well. It exists. I put stuff on it. I'm showcasing what's coming new. I don't know how to make that work in a way that makes sense. Like that is a good thing. Lives. Like what I'm doing right now. I do lives and I watch them. And hello to everyone that is commenting below. Thank you so much. I appreciate you coming on here and watching. And I appreciate the time that you take to do that. It means a lot to me. But lives are something I'm working on, something I'm going to continue to work on because it is a unique, again, relationship back and forth. So I can figure out what I'm going to do with them, how I'm going to utilize them, what they're going to look like, all of that. That's in my vision for 2025. It's coming up. Let's look at my strengths, what I did well. And that is I grew. I grew a lot. So a year ago, I had roughly, if I got 5 views during the day, I would be shocked. It'd be like a huge thing. I might get a subscriber once a month. It was like if anybody was watching at all. So that was like a major deal. I remember getting my first 100 subscribers and I was like, woohoo! I was so excited. I celebrated. I probably did a dance. I mean, honest to God. And so looking at that, looking at the watch hours, the number of time that people watch, that has changed a whole lot. I'm over 1,000 at this point. I'm actually at about 1,500. And the more you watch, of course, the better things get for everybody involved. I'm learning to be adaptable, and that comes up in some of what I'm doing in my goals, but also my network. And that my network is a bunch of different channels. It's 12 different channels. So I have 12 different channels that do different topics. And sometimes I pick a topic and I'm like, I think this is going to be great. And I put it on there and it is shit. It is absolute crap. It is bad. It is terrible. And no one watches it. And so then you know what I got to do? Cut it. Because I love all of it. But guess what? Just because I think it's great doesn't mean you'll watch it. So there are times I evaluate my channels and go, this works and this doesn't. Dark all said. There we go. I'm back. Learning. I'm constantly learning. I love learning. That is a huge thing. I'm a researcher. I'm a teacher. I'm a professor. I love learning. I love learning new things. I love reading. So if you have anything you want me to know or a fact you want me to know, please post it in the comments. I will go back and read all of them. I promise. There's something that maybe I don't know that you know, put it in there. I love it. Is there a food that I've never heard of? Is there a place I should visit? Put things in the comments. I would love that. That is fantastic. I like to learn. I like to learn about people. I like to learn about cultures and backgrounds. I think it's fun. I'm learning to take criticism. Sometimes I'm good at it. Sometimes I'm bad. I'm good at it when I can handle it, and that's an honest to God answer. There's times if I'm feeling a little raw, and I will react negatively, and that's not great. However, a critique to me is fine. Oh, you should change this. Oh, maybe you look at this way of doing things. I'm listening to that all day long. You going at me personally and my humanity doesn't say anything about me. It says a whole lot about you. And that's a very different thing. And I will delete that because that has nothing to do with me at all. or nor will I accept it or appreciate it or take it in as valuable. It's just one of the things that I won't do. So if you want to give me a critique, great. You give me a suggestion, great. You want to go on my humanity or someone on my page? No. That's not going to work, and we're going to have problems, and you're as good as gone. So there's that. Because I'm a grown-up, and I think we all ought to be grown-ups and be able to handle it. And I've been critiqued, and I'm fine with that. Let's see. Building from scratch. Why? Because you are learning from scratch. YouTube is a scratch-made system. What does that mean? That means you are constantly learning and growing and trying things, and sometimes they work and sometimes they don't. Great things can happen. If you don't believe it, look at the pandemic. The pandemic, people flocked to YouTube because there's a sense of connection. I love the connected piece to it, which is getting to know people, seeing what they're thinking. Again, can't wait to read all the comments. It's going to be great. Better videos is something I'm going to work on as well. I do that. I got to watch out for my ums. In case you haven't noticed, I got clutter words. I got to watch out for that. Make sure that I'm not repeating myself. I'm being clear. That I'm handling things the way I need to. That I'm looking into the camera and not looking away from the camera too much so that you know that I'm looking at you. And we're trying to talk with you and not talking to some other person or some other space. So that's something I'm doing better than I was. And I'll continue to do better this next year. More compilations, a compilation where I put things together, whether it is video or it is different. I'll go from place to place to place. With the new short format, which is 3 minutes long, it's very different. And I'm learning it. I'm really learning it. 30 seconds to 1 minute, I had it figured out. 60 seconds, I knew what I was doing. I knew what was happening. We're all good. 3 minutes is different. So I'm working on that. I'm creating that possibility and being like, okay, how do I make that happen? So I'll look at my 3 minute format, what that looks like, fix it, put things together, have multiple subjects in one short so that you get more information in a 3 minute space. But I want to utilize each time frame and not leave with a bunch of dead space. I don't think that's important or valuable. Gardening. I love gardening. Now understand, I'm a gardener, but I'm a messy gardener. I'm not a perfect gardener. I'm not a homesteader. I don't have cattle. I barely have a back fence. I sometimes just throw seeds in the ground and say, earth, grow stuff, and see what happens. I have weeds. So I have all the things that go into it. So if you are a backyard gardener that makes a mess, isn't perfect, and just wants to watch the season, join me. I love bees. I love dandelions. I love what dandelions and bees can do for my food. I love soil building, all the fun things that go with that part of gardening. But I'm messy. I'm just an average messy gardener. So if you want to come watch that, my backyard gardening channel is amazing. And I produce a lot of content. I do a lot of videos. You will see over 1,500 on my channel, and a lot of them are short. They're very short. They're a minute, minute and a half. I will break up stuff and make it in small pieces. So if you're a person like, I can't consume long content, I'm built for you. My channel, you can watch it, my network, it's 1 minute increments. It's like quick jolts of things. Watch it, it's fantastic. Okay, so that's my weaknesses, that's my strengths. Now what, right? That's the important part. What am I gonna be up to in 2025? This is my vision for 2025. I'm gonna tell you numbers. I'm gonna tell you what I'm expecting. I'm gonna tell you what I've seen and kind of go through that. Number one thing on the channel. I'm gonna be as real as I possibly can be on here. That means I'm gonna make mistakes. That means I'm gonna missay words. That means that I'm not gonna be AI curated. That means that there will be all these things going on. I'm gonna have feelings. I'm gonna lose my temper. I'm gonna be excited. I'm gonna go through life on this channel, and you'll be going with me. So if you're on my network and you see me talk in 2025, I'm going to be an authentic, real human being. That means I'm going to make mistakes. I will not be perfect. If you're looking for perfection, there are several channels out there for you to go look at. This is not going to be it. I'm going to have over 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours by May. That is freaking ambitious. That is very, very ambitious. It is quick. It is fast. It is something that's going to take some doing. But you know what I have found is that whenever I put a number out there, the people that watch my network never let me down. Not once when it comes to numbers. They've never let me down on one of my goals. They've never let me down on when I put something out there as throw a cast of vision out there. They've never let me down. Not once. So I'm just going to say it. I'm going to have over 1,000 subscribers, and I'm going to have 4,000 watch hours by May. Why is that important? Let me tell you that number and why that number is important. That's monetizing it. That's where you get to make money. And I'm like, I would like to do that. I would like to make this an ability to make money at it so that it can, I love to teach and I'm teaching, I love it, but I also want this to be another thing that I do and do it as a career field that helps people, guides people, grows my network, grows the people around me, supports you and all the things that I can do. Let me just say, travel expansion. Y'all love tacos. If you don't believe it, I had a video that I just did that was in LA of a taco stand. And it just went pew, and it's still going pew. I mean, it is incredible how much y'all love some tacos. Which I love tacos. I love street tacos. That's my jam. So I'm going to do travel expansion. You love when I go do content. You love when I travel. You are there to watch the videos. I'm in the middle of doing my trip to California. We drove to California, so I did it from Amarillo, Texas, and Cadillac Ranch. We did that to Sedona, Arizona, the Grand Canyon. Now we did Palmdale, California, Los Angeles. I think I'm still in LA right now. I've got more coming, so if you're wanting to watch that, get on the network and watch it. It's super fun to kind of travel with me, and I'm doing it in pieces so you can see it. I'm going to travel more. I love to travel. Anybody that wants to send me money to travel, let's do it. Let's make that happen. Monetizing the channel is something I'm looking at, what that looks like, whether it's sponsorships, partnerships, ways that I can collaborate with other people, and do it in a way that is real and true versus I'm not going to have Coca-Cola coming here if I don't drink Coke. By the way, I don't drink Coke. I don't like Coke. I think Coke is nasty. So ultimately, I'm a Pepsi guy. I'm a Mountain Dew guy. So I love me some soda, but it's Mountain Dew. So yeah, Pepsi would sponsor me versus Coke. Coke came to me and said, I'll give you $1 million. I'm like, I'm sorry, I just don't drink Coke. So it'd be a little bit different. I want to do things based on stuff I like, stuff people I connect with, things like that. Businesses I help, all those things. Working on self-improvement and my business life channel, I love it. One of my favorite ones I did, and I've done a lot on this channel, a whole bunch. My favorite one that I did in all the videos was on risk. If you haven't had a chance, go back and watch all of my series on risk. Why? Because I think it's super important. I think we are so afraid to take a risk that it stifles us from doing the thing that we want to do. It keeps us from greatness and keeps us from our dreams. It builds a wall that we just cannot get through. So the one thing that I want you to watch on my self-improvement from 2024 is my series on risk. Go find it, go watch it, you'll love it. Again, this is kind of what I'm doing and talking about for 2025. Cut low performing channels. Channels that don't work, get rid of them. Concepts that don't work, stop doing it. It's kind of a simple thing, but we do it a lot. Ooh, we've always done it that way. It's tradition. We want to keep doing it the way we've always done it. Yeah, no. If it doesn't work, kill it. Get rid of it. It needs to go away. So on social media platforms, if you're doing a video that sucks, quit doing the sucky video. I mean, like, it's kind of that simple. It's like making bad food the same way over and over and over, acting like you're going to like it, when the reality, you're not. It's like your kids and they're like, going, we love it, we love it, we love it. Well, then 10 years later down the road, they tell you, we've always hated that, but they never told you. Yeah, same. So I'm going to do that with my network. If I don't like it or people don't like it, get rid of it. Change it. Make it, do something different. Here's a big question for you. Just a structural question that I want to ask. And so if you're on here, please put this in the comments. Or when you hear this, put this in the comments below. Should I number my channels? Should it be like channel 2 is my business and life channel. Channel 3 is my... Should I number them? Should I give them a number? I have them named. They have names to them, but no numbers. So I can say, check out channel 3, the sports channel, or channel 4, the coffee channel. I mean, I can then give you a number to go along with that channel. Would it be helpful for you to watch? Would it organize things? Would you be more likely to watch it if it was numbered or not? Right? There's that. And then, now I got nothing else on my paper. So what does that mean? Does my vision just stop? No. The other thing I really want to look at is partnerships and doing... There's a couple people out there that I would like to do interviews with. Marcy Billand is one. Why she's a real estate agent here in Norman. I would like to do a live with her and do it back and forth, because I think it'd be very fascinating for us to talk. She's an incredible real estate agent, does incredible things in the area, and we could go back and forth and we'll have an interesting conversation. There's some people out there that I really want to collaborate and do online lives with, just to get your vision for Oklahoma and self-improvement and things like that. So if there's a person that you think I should do a live with, help me. Put it in the comments. Put it in the chat. That is, again, a good chance for me to look through that. I will read through your comments. I'll look through it all. Make sure I'm seeing what I need to. Gather that information that I need. You guys are fantastic for watching. This is a little bit longer than my normal thing that I do, about 20 minutes long. I can go longer than this. My voice is obviously a little raspy due to the fact that I have not felt well. But I'm going to wrap it up. Why? Because this is the end of the evaluation and my vision for this year. Best thing you can do, the number one thing you can do right now is hit that subscribe button. The second thing that you can do is watch. Watch any and all of my videos. Check out my channels. See which ones fit you. And then share it. Tell people. I'm not ever, and nor do I ever want to be, the best kept secret. I want to be the secret that everybody knows. So thank you so much. You all are amazing. Thank you for watching. And I appreciate you very much. I will see you soon. Check out my network.